Previously on that Cthulhu John.
Reaches out to this figure's shoulder, kind of gives it a little shake.
He bolts up real quick from the ground, whips his head around, looks at you, just has a look of madness behind those eyes.
Walter, you have to come with me. We have to go right now.
The nurse calls for help. The security guards make Morty submit, and they lead him out of the room.
I went back too far.
Remember, I am already paying you for Bradshaw.
That's right. So, I could go over there and just keep an eye on things. I'll call you back at the hotel if anything happens.
You know, you might stare at that picture and just kind of look at the background in the sky. Maybe check for anything familiar.
You see a very familiar looking bell. So, Heather, you keep trying to learn that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Your arm lights on fire.
Someone was admitted last night by the name of Mortimer.
By tonight, he should be shipped to Byberry.
Those poor girls.
It might not be the greatest idea, but they are stuck in that computer. That's the reality. And they usually come back a little aggressive, and that's kind of the same thing that Raquel said, but that's after death and without a consciousness.
There is a doctor that walks in with two doctors. Well, Mr. Pendergast, I guess you get a lot of visitors here. You know, you must have friends, right?
Yeah, they've kind of been my support group through all this.
He goes, yeah, it's good to have friends. Why don't you tell us about your friend Heather? We're back, baby!
Yeah, we're in front of a live studio audience at a sold out stadium in an undisclosed location.
Confetti!
It has been wild.
Thanks for joining us for That Cthulhu John. We are a real play Call of Cthulhu podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore, and with me, as always, are my friends and investigators, Chad.
Man, it's been so long. Good to not see you all again.
Chuck.
I'm gonna do my best to show up and record these more. It's been a while. Thanks for sticking with us.
And Jenny.
I have no idea where we are in this game.
You're supposed to say hi.
None of us do.
I'm switching it up. New year, new me.
I don't know what's going on either. Yeah, it's been a while.
All right, well, in the last episode...
Oh, what episode? What episode is this?
Oh, this is episode 77.
Oh, that's a good number.
Next episode is luck.
Yeah. So, but in
down.
episode 76, in Walter's room, the mysterious man Morty woke up, immediately recognized Walter, and pled with him to come with Morty. He then realizes what year it is, and Morty exclaims that he went back too far. He was taken out by security and taken to the psych ward at Jefferson. They looked a little bit closer at the picture of Walter from the future, and you could see the oddly colored sky and the smashed Liberty Bell in the background. Heather filled Mike Earl in on the whole pitting Bradshaw and his crew against Glenn Galworthy, her step-grandfather, and his crew, trying to get the two to fight, maybe cancel each other out.
Bradshaw's film crew is what you... Exactly, right? Is Bradshaw the...
Bradshaw is the play.
Yeah, okay.
The play director, yeah. Heather tried to learn the Dance of Blazing Death spell, but accidentally set her arm on fire.
Every time.
She's having a tough time learning that one.
I feel like if you play with fire, you'll get burned?
It's pretty close to making it work, though. I mean, but where did the lighter fluid come from? If the fire is there... then I'm doing it, right? It's just not supposed to hurt so bad? Is that the goal?
Yeah, that's the goal. You're almost there.
Maybe we can get you like a silver suit. Flame
Don't
retardant.
say it.
When you play with fire, you get what you deserve.
So Walter then called the psych ward to try to get a hold of Morty, but they said that they only allow physical visitors there and not to talk on the phone. And he filled Luke in on everything about Morty. And then we ended off with a doctor and med student that were in Walter's hospital room who asked about his friend Heather. And I guess we're going to start there then. Walter, you got on either side of your bed, you have one doctor and one guy that looks like a med student, maybe. The last line was, "It's good to have friends." Tell us about your friend Heather.
Probably looks a little confused. He's like, what? Heather's here?
Says, "No, she's not here, but we know she's been at your house."
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, Heather stops by sometimes. Well, what's this about?
We're looking for her. She's a key component of something we're trying to get done.
Well, best I know, she's getting ready for a trip to Alaska once I get out of here. That, and she said something about her friend, Ginger. I think she said something about she had to get her away from her boss or something. Who'd you say you guys are?
They brought dogs with them? In a hospital?
Oh no, yeah, these guys are serious.
They better be service dogs.
Stuffed in their shirts. They'll think we're heavyset.
Well, Mr. Pendergast, do you know where Heather is right now?
I mean, the only two places I could think would be at her apartment or maybe at that creepy church where her friend Ginger's working on that play.
We know she's not at her apartment. Perhaps you can remember a little harder.
Well, what about her roommate, Ginger? Was she at the apartment?
We didn't see anyone at her apartment when we broke into it.
What
You heard me.
kind of doctors are you?
We also helped ourselves into your house, Walter.
Some serious doctors. Shit.
Doesn't say anything, but probably furrows his brow.
Furs his brow. Okay.
They can't go against their oath, right? Was that the Hippocratic or whatever? It's the doctor's thing. So they can't be too bad.
So they say to you, there are other members of our society that will find Heather, and the harder you make it on us, the harder we'll make it on her.
At this point, I'm going to say that Walter probably has an idea of who these people are, given everything that Heather's shared with him in the past. So, I'm just going to say simply, well, if she wasn't at her apartment and Ginger wasn't there, then she's probably at the church I mentioned trying to get her friend.
Give me a persuade roll.
It's not a trap, I swear.
Definitely.
60 does not seem very persuasive. Where is my persuade? Bear with me a moment.
Sure.
I just found out that stethoscopes are like $500.
Really?
Yeah.
Be surprised. Sensitive equipment. Bear with me. Let me do some math real quick.
It's
always wanted to
basically
listen
like
to
a
them.
tiny drum skin and earpieces. That's really all it is. It's stupid.
No way.
Well, I hate it, but I think I'm going to spend another 15 points of luck and try to make that a pass. Yeah. Check off that persuade as well.
Keep Heather safe.
Worth it.
Totally worth it. Thank you. I don't know how I'll pay you back because I'm both poor and out of luck and sanity, but
Start stealing more stethoscopes and hawking them on the street.
That's where you get that good money these days.
Uh-huh.
This is 1985, baby. That's good stethoscope having right there.
I feel like I was somewhere that I wanted to steal one. It was right there. Nobody was around, but I didn't. I played with it, though.
did you listen to your own heart?
Yeah.
I want to do that. Did it sound like way clearer than you've ever heard it before?
No, not really. Like when I put my ear to my chest.
You're a snake man. All right.
Signal.
All right. So, the doctor says to you, Walter, he says, well, I hope she is there for your sake. They take a look at your chart real quick and go, well, you'll be out of here in a few days. And maybe one of us will see you then. Better hope we don't, though.
I don't say anything.
And they just, they leave your hospital room.
I don't know if I want to make it worse or not, but you know what? I'm not going to do anything.
Worse. Make
You're not going to do anything right now?
You got spells. You ain't no plebe.
Yeah, you ain't no plebeian not no more. You Walter.
Just so you know, Walter's got spells now.
He thinks to himself, boy, I hope those guys didn't take those uniforms off of one of the doctors here. But I think I'm inclined to not bring police attention to me. So I don't think I'm going to tell the hospital that there's 2 fake doctors running around.
Okay. You're not going to do that?
Not going to do that now.
Okay. All right. So, Walter, after this little confrontation here that you had, or semi-confrontation you had with these doctors, your left ear starts to feel hot. Starts to kind of almost burn a little bit.
Somebody must be talking about you.
And then it gets real hot. Walter, give me a con roll.
Oh, shit. He's drunk.
55 just barely passes.
Okay. Walter, your ear starts to burn incredibly hot. It's all you can do to keep your mouth shut and not scream. That's what the con roll was for. But you feel your ear almost feel like it's on fire. And then you go to reach for it to hold it, see how hot it is. You feel that your ear is not there anymore.
The fuck?
It was a painful experience, but you managed to keep your constitution in check there. But now that your ear's not there, give me a sanity roll.
It's just like Hellraiser.
Are there any mirrors around? I'm not sure even
What
just
is
feeling that
happening?
would be enough. You might need to visually...
There are.
All right. So the first thing he does is
Next to your
look at
bed,
it
you have a
first.
Some chains coming out of the walls, ripping out off body parts or something. No?
Nope. Not that hospital.
Or like the cell. Is there like a giant glass pane that slid down and cut his ear off? Oh, my bad.
No, it just felt like it was on fire and then it was gone.
That's insane. Well,
Like what's left there? Is there just like a scarred like hole inside of my head or what?
Basically, that's all you see.
What the fuck?
I guess he can't see it.
No, there's a mirror.
Is it wet?
It's not wet or anything. It's like it's been burnt and cauterized.
Really?
It's a pass. I would say he's probably a little more bewildered, a little bit shocked.
Okay. Shocked for sure.
It's just not wet or anything. I don't know why that was so gross.
Like bleeding, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, but, you never know.
Or like pussy or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it would take a little bit more time to get infected, but you never know.
Where'd it go?
Can you get it back? Then
Got your ear.
if it could disappear, can it show back up?
Let's go to Thompson. What is Thompson doing right now?
I have no idea. What was that?
He was on the way to see Morty.
Yeah.
Picture,
Was he?
envelope, letter on the back.
Double cracked Liberty Bell.
What, in the photo? Oh, right, of Walter, future Walt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I mean, I really. What was I driving? Where was I headed? Set me up.
You are going to meet with Morty if you can.
All right then. Oh crap! Well, where? I guess I'm walking there.
Okay. So you walk on down to the psych ward. What you find out is really pretty small. It's not like a full unit even. It's more like just a drunk tank, actually.
Do I know this guy's full name? How do I expect to?
It was on the back of the
Okay, the envelope.
picture, so yeah,
Oh, picture.
you would know it.
His full. This says Mortimer.
Mortimer. So you get there, and one of the doctors walks up to you, or someone you assume is a doctor walks up to you, and says, yes, can I help you with something, sir?
I'm here to speak with a recent patient, Mortimer Fisk.
Says Mortimer Fisk. Oh, yes. He's getting shipped to the Byberry mental facility later today.
If there's any way I could speak with him real quick, I need to ask him a few things about visiting my friend.
Well, we can give you an audience with him through the door, but I really don't think it's a good idea to come face-to-face physically with him. We determined that he's probably a very dangerous individual. He had an ear in his pocket when we stripped him of his possessions.
It's not that weird. An ear. Huh.
It looked like someone's left ear.
Who would have left that? That's odd. Concerning, for sure. I hope he'll be alright. I hope the other person is okay, too. Just trying to be nice and,
Right.
get game passage. But through the door would be fine, I suppose.
All right. Give a persuade roll, because she's still kind of iffy about it.
Now she's gonna reel it back in. You want some coke, lady? It's like, no.
Bonus die.
How was that the first time you've used that? Like,
I'm a doctor. This is the 80s. Of course I want
I
it.
have my own.
Persuade,
Persuade.
which is under occult, and I have none of which. So 10%.
Well, is there another interpersonal skill you think you can justify using? Like intimidation or
I'm not trying to
charm?
charm. I don't have any of that either, but it is naturally a little. It's 5% higher than persuade.
Do you have intimidate?
I have acting.
Acting.
I have intimidate, yeah, and acting.
You have a police badge, don't you?
I don't know how much I want to go flashing that around immediately. Especially given the, because I ain't trying to draw that kind of attention if the wrong thing happens, from those guys, because essentially Gregor Sandbar has an army in uniform.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't, that's, that'll be the day. I'm still figuring my way around that.
So how do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this? I mean, would it make sense to, like, kind of make him seem more intimidating and say, like, oh, I really need to talk to him because, like, he could be dangerous. He's got that ear. Like, I need to know why he, has my friend's name or whatever.
All right. So you're saying to her, like, this guy could be more dangerous than you even imagine.
Yeah, does that make sense? So, like, you use intimidate that way? So I'm not the intimidating one, but I'm making him seem oh, like
Little
maybe
switcheroo.
This could be a dire situation.
And what, you're the only one that can calm him down? Or?
Well, no, it's just like, my friend could be in trouble, and it might be really
I know
important.
how to handle this.
I would like to. No, I'm not pushing the cop thing. I just need to know. And it was like, just in case, because he's already been attacked and burnt once.
I'll let you use your intimidate that way.
Thank you. I got a 5. 005. That's a good way to come back. These dice are still good. I let him get dusty too. I'm sorry, dice.
So she says to you, if you are that determined to see him, like you said, he's pretty dangerous, but if you think you can handle it, I guess we can have an audience, like I said, through the door with him, but try not to get him agitated.
That's fine. I just wanted to know what he was trying to say, I guess. I guess we'll see. I'll do my best.
All right, so she grabs you and walks you down a short hallway.
Do I have to crouch?
No. Not that short.
Okay.
And she leads you to a door that has a glass pane on it. It's got that kind of grill work.
Yeah, like the wire in there.
Yup.
The security glass shit. That stuff is very strong.
It's a pretty large window on this door. When you get there, you do see a man that is in a straitjacket, and he's in the corner of the room. Looks like he's sleeping.
Okay, and that man He's not in the photo, right?
He's not.
They're not
no.
like arm in arm. That'd be a nice one. It's like, this is the time we went to the future.
Remember when we went to Disneyland and it was burnt down?
No, I never met you, sir. How did you get this? So he looks like he's sleeping. Is there like an orderly? Is the doctor with me? What's around? Do I see anyone else in the hallway? Do I see any
Well, there's a
objects in the
couple
hallway?
other rooms in there. There's you can hear some like people kind of moaning in them. One guy's like just yelling, "Let me out." But as far as like other people in the actual hallway go, there's the one doctor who's kind of still hovering around. But she says to you, "Sir, I'm going to leave you alone with the patient, but if you have any problems, please, there is a emergency intercom right next to each door."
Okay, I take a look at it.
Okay.
Confirm its location.
You have an intercom. It's got one button to talk into the room and one button to alert. Like it's a white button and a red one.
Okay. So this is how I speak to him too?
Yes. Yeah, you have to hold the white button down.
Okay. Thank you. And I hold the white button down.
Okay.
It's a Mortimer, Mr. Fisk. It's about Walter. I need to know.
You see him groggily kind of wake up.
I put the picture up against the window.
Okay. He rolls himself off to his side, looks up, and then tries to stand up but has some trouble doing it. He eventually gets to his feet, though, walks over, and sees the picture and goes, "Where did you get that?"
Walter gave it to me. Of course, he did.
It's okay.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. Walter gave it to me. I just seen him. He's my friend, and he really needs to know. Whatever. I'm not entirely sure what is happening, or who you might be, or where this came from, for that matter. I look at the photo.
He says to you, "Listen, I know this may be hard to believe, but
Try me, lately. Yeah, I don't believe anything.
I'm coming from the year 1987.
Whoa. Sorry. Okay.
And I've come back to discuss with Walter, who I've seen."
I start taking notes.
He says, "This may all sound completely crazy to you, but I've been through time more than once, several times." What's so funny?
No, him just being crazy.
All right.
And Batman.
Yeah, he is back.
Where are the drugs?
Fucking Batman and his cure hair.
He says to you, "I've traveled through the past several times. Something is different each time, and I can't explain why, but there's one constant. Walter is always there, always at the center.
Book?
Every time there is some unexplainable phenomenon, I find Walter there. Walter, though, unfortunately, he's also a rather fragile individual."
It sounds like Walter. He's very curious, but, curiosity did kill the cat, I suppose. It would make sense that, a lot of this, there's already a lot of weird, strange, supernatural things surrounding him. It kind of makes sense that he would keep digging into more.
He says, "The Walter that I knew had knowledge of many extraterrestrial and eldritch beings. He also knew a lot of spells, too, but again, that's several years down the line."
I'm still taking notes. Extraterrestrial beings? Look, we already got our hands full. There's Ophidians. There's some guys got a stage crew, mind controlled.
Wait. Stage crew?
I don't know too much about it. It's the Walter's friend Heather. She had a roommate, Krusty Bottom, I think her name was.
Forgot about Krusty Bottoms.
Apparently he joined some acting troupe, and this guy had some book, and I don't know, he's got they're all mind controlled somehow. Something about a symbol. We went over it a few times, but there's so much going on. I mean, the snakes have my family. So anything you could help us with, if you're truly from the future, would be awesome.
Well, he says to you, the play. What's the title of it?
It was something about a king, I think, or
No. The King in Yellow.
yellow. It might have been yellow. Yeah, probably. Sounds about right.
I know it was a color.
Flip back through my notes. Yeah, it is right here. The yellow. It's called the Yellow
Okay.
King. That's right.
Yeah.
Apparently, it wasn't very good. Is what everyone's telling me.
The play. The play. I've been in this situation before. The play will summon the avatar of Haster.
The play is who now? Avatar of Aster.
He looks frustrated. He goes, yes, Haster, an old being from beyond the stars, beyond time. He has several different forms throughout the ages, different avatars. But this play drives men to madness. This play will summon the King in Yellow, one of Haster's avatars. We have to stop it. I thought I came back too far to stop it, but if it's still in production, then we might be okay.
Apparently, this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. So I don't know how much time we have, but it seems like it's still underway. If nothing else, it might be even hindered a bit. As far as I know, this guy's been on his guard lately. He kind of has been leaving the church more often.
Well, we have to somehow get a hold of him and deal with him.
In his nuts.
Bow.
I mean,
Just get me close to him.
well, that's one of many things. I mean, I'm not even sure if I can get you out of here immediately. Although, I look around the hallway. So yeah, they're transferring you to Byberry shortly.
Where is that?
It's up in the northeast, up the boulevard, kind of. Is it like the northern edge of the city or something? I guess.
Yeah, something like that.
It's I don't know, probably a decent drive from here, like 40 minutes or so, just by what like. Wait, you get it from Route 1 down by the. Where are we at? Are we around University City or are we in Center City?
We're in like Center City, like Jefferson Hospital.
All right. I don't know where that is. Is that the one?
Depending on traffic, it's, 40 minutes would be generous. It'd probably be at least an hour, depending on the time of
I would
day.
say so.
It seems, yeah, it definitely seems difficult to get from that part of the city all the way up there.
But he says to you,
Oh no, not another full mental facility.
This one doesn't have the greatest reputation exactly either.
Great. That's all I need right now.
I might be able to figure something out in transit, but I don't know how much time we have. She said later today. Maybe I can figure something out. But what else do we need to know? I mean, what? I'm sorry, out of character.
sure, go for it.
Walter, do you have any specific questions that you asked me to ask him, or I don't? I should have caught up. I'm sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
No, I don't think it was that. It was just that Walter was kind of stuck in his room and wanted somebody to kind of talk to him to find out more. So, I mean, that
Where's his
part's
arm?
kind of up to your discretion.
His ear?
Yeah, do you have anything I should give back to him that I don't know might be missing?
Do you say something like that?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you wouldn't know about it. It happened after you left.
He probably wouldn't have the ear. Yeah, exactly. And he wouldn't have the ear on him still. I wonder where they put it. But not that we could just like slap it back on.
Right.
All right. Well, then in that case, whose ear did you have, and why?
He says to you, I had Walter's ear on me.
Future?
The Walter from my future, unfortunately, died. It's one of the reasons I had to come back again and try again.
I see. And so his ear is important as a keepsake?
Not exactly a memento. Instead, it helps guide me through time. See, every time I had traveled back before, I traveled back to myself. Then there would be two of me. But time doesn't like redundancy. There are things called time signatures. Someone from the future travels to the past, their time signature's out of sync. When that happens, the original burns away. I had to watch more than one time myself disintegrate in front of me, painfully.
That's insane.
That's what everyone's saying.
I have too many questions. Is there anything that you know that can help me immediately? If I can't help you out of this situation? Any pertinent info for Walter?
Yes, tell Walter that we have to stop that play from happening.
All right, Walter had to stop the play.
Check.
If I can get out of here, if I can escape, I can stop everything.
I mean, that sounds wonderful, but you do also kind of seem insane. I guess I have no reason to disbelieve you, given a performance summoning a deity, and I've seen gangsters become snakes, so why not? The Ophidians are my biggest issue right now. This play didn't seem like it was that important, but I'll let them know.
Snakes, that's a new one.
Oh, well, welcome to 1982. What is it? 5. Welcome to 1985.
He says, wow.
Kill one.
It's exactly as I feared. The Eldritch gods, the outer beings from beyond space,
I don't even want to unpack that one yet. Go on.
Says the beings from beyond space, the gods, like I feared, they are not bound by time. They can come through, and there are more coming through all the time. But with the help of Walter, I know he's somehow the key to this. I can stop it all, end all of it.
It does seem to be something about Walter, isn't there? I don't really understand a lot of that, but I guess you would know more than us about what's going to happen, so I will let him know we got to stop that play. He's stuck in the hospital for now, as far as I know. I don't know what to do against a small army of innocent civilians, however.
If you take out the head, the rest of the body will fall.
The old snake line, yeah. Cut the head of the snake off.
The old snake line.
But if he's a worm, he'll just become more worms.
Snake line and stinker.
Anyway, so Morty says to you, come a little closer to the speaker. And he whispers through the intercom, listen, when I get transported, I'll try to escape. Do you have a phone number I can reach you at?
Yeah, I have a pager. I really don't have a permanent place I'm staying at the moment, so it'll have to be the pager for now. I'll give you the number.
Okay.
Otherwise, if you can remember too, I'll give you Walter's room number.
He says, no, I don't want to call back to the hospital just in case.
Of course. Well, good luck with your escape. Do you need any help? Is there a crack under the door or anything?
There
How
is.
high security? There is?
It's not the highest of security.
I say, would a handcuff key help?
His eyes open up and he goes,
I think it would.
I kind of discreetly dig through my pocket.
uh-huh.
I drop my pen after I find the handcuff keys or
Okay.
whatever, and then I crouch down to pick up my pen, and I try to slide the key under the door.
All right, give me a sleight of hand roll.
Side of ham roll.
Yes, sleight of hand.
Excuse me, book. I got books in my way. 61 will not do it. Let's see. How can I make this better? It's at 25.
You hear footsteps coming down the short hallway.
I don't have enough luck to balance it out. Have I already slid the key under?
No, it is on the floor right now. You tried to slide it, but it started to make some noise, and you kind of stopped. Do you want to push it?
Can I instead go acting? Drop my book, and I goofed up and dropped
Sure.
something else while I was picking up the pen, and just to give me another second to kick it under.
Detective Thompson
Sure.
the klutz. Oh, bother.
Dear. Oh, jeez. Oh, my. Oh,
Oh,
my
bother.
word. Oh, bother. All right, here we go. I'm going to try to.
Act your way out of
Balance
this.
That's how he lost his detective job, just like being too clumsy.
It's 6 points higher, so it's still not a great chance. 31. 68. Also, not going to do it. I did not silence my phone. I apologize.
That's okay. So, you hear those footsteps get louder, and they go, "Sir, can I help you out with something? You seem to have dropped a bunch of stuff, including your notebook."
Yeah, I was just writing down some things, and I had this photo I was holding and the pen, and I just couldn't. I'm sorry, I'm a klutz, I guess. Ha. I stand up. Is the key still on the floor?
Key is still on the floor.
Can I just put my foot on it when I'm talking to her? Like, just stand on top of the key, so it's not obviously just sitting there.
Okay.
For now.
All right.
Would it be pushing it to try to kick it under when they weren't paying attention? You know, like slide it with, since it's on after it's under my foot.
Yeah, it would be pushing it there for sure.
I don't want to have to kill this nice doctor.
Kill him!
I guess I will. The key's already on the floor. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. I can't move anywhere without
Right.
leaving it.
Right.
So I mean, like, I guess I probably. I don't know. Or I could make it real obvious. I don't know.
You don't want to do that. I don't.
No.
I wouldn't think.
Just yell when they want to hear it. I fumble my words a bit, and act a little bit like a klutz, and just standing there in the key. What's the doctor? Is the doctor just walking toward me now? They're like
Yeah.
all up on me.
Pretty close to you now. Within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, it's probably not going to be much way to slide it under. At least until they're like right, really close. Then it's less likely they'll notice, right? Because it'll be like downward periphery.
How do you get them really close to you?
I profess my interest. No, I guess tell me what to push, George. Just tell me what to push. It could be whatever you want, sleight of hand or acting or whatever.
It would have to be sleight of hand
Okay.
again to push it.
Then, can you tell me more about, this man's condition? I try to seem kind of interested in some specifics, right? And that
Okay.
might help bring them a little closer for the engagement. And I'm pushing the sleight of hand, like you say.
Mm-hmm.
But don't look at me. Don't look. Don't see it. Fuck. But stupid. It's 73. It's even worse.
Damn, it just keeps getting worse.
Oh no, I cannot fix that. So I guess I kick the key under the door?
You have kicked the key under the door. Then you... Okay, so you've kicked the key under the door.
Ah, my foot twitches every now and then. Sorry.
I got an ankle thing.
The doctor there says, what was that? What did you just kick?
I say that photo that he gave to my friend. It was his. If he's going up there, I don't know. It should be in his personal effects at least. I guess I didn't think about asking you first.
Better to ask forgiveness than permission.
Right? Now I wish I had sent that photo under.
She says to you, "Sir, I'm going to have to investigate exactly what you had slid under there. He's not supposed to have any sort of possession."
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I didn't really think about it. I forgot that this is the psych department. It's my mistake. I am a klutz, turns out.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was just natural klutzing.
It made a sound like a scratching sound. And the lady says, "Sir, I'll have to investigate exactly what it is that you put under there. I hope you understand.
Of course, I'm sorry. I kind of step back from the door. Where is he at? Can I see him through the window as I do, or what
You
is he
can't
doing?
see him through the window right now.
He's still on the ground.
You don't see him in there.
I say, where did he go?
He's probably just around the corner here. He's probably against the wall. So she opens up the door. It kind of swings closed behind her.
No, it doesn't. I put my foot in it.
Okay.
Well, unless she turns to shut it. But
She does not turn to shut it. It
All
starts
right.
to swing closed.
Then I step forward and I put my foot there so it does not close all the way. But,
Okay.
just shy, a little bit cracked. I'm not sure on my move yet. If I want to kick this bitch.
And she looks,
Sorry.
she looks down, picks up the key off the floor, and then you suddenly see a big black blob slap her in the face.
What?
A big black blob of Icarus goo hits her in the face.
Where'd it come from?
You see Morty there in the...
I'll push the door open a little bit.
So you push the door open, and then you see Morty over there, and he's giving a very purposeful stare at her.
I know what that spell is.
But he
Call the
starts...
black.
Yes.
Classic.
Morty starts laughing as he's doing this. Hold on, does he start
Uh-oh.
laughing? Let's see.
Why isn't he using his... He's got like such a good jam he could be rocking.
Alright. So yeah, you see him start to laugh.
She's gonna suffocate.
Yeah.
She's pretty down to, like,
You
unfortunately.
see him start to do that, and then alright, so Constitution roll. Alright. Who's this? So you hear the muffled screaming coming from this woman. She's like, and then
I kind of don't know how to react. I'm just kind of holding the door
yeah.
open a little bit and unsure exactly what to do.
She falls to the ground. You see more black ichors just start to appear and
I
start
step
to
back.
cover her. You can see her mouth open and it starts to go inside her mouth.
Cool.
And you hear her choking and trying to scream through her chokes, but then she stops moving, falls to the floor.
Oh, as she's like still writhing, I say, I think maybe it's time to go.
He looks at you with a wild look in his eye and goes, No, we're gonna stick around here.
But we need to save Morty. I mean, we need to save Walter. I meant to say Walter. You gotta get your stuff together. This is for Walter, remember?
Hey,
Try to snap him into it. Snap him back
Okay.
to
all right,
reality.
he's still in a straitjacket right now.
Oh. Shit. Come here, let me get you out of that thing.
He goes,
Come on, we gotta go.
Yeah. Whatever. And you undo his straps.
Uh-huh.
The look starts to fade from his eye, and he goes, Yeah, Walter. That's right, Walter. And he looks around and sees like what he's done, and he goes, Oh no, we have to get out of here.
I realized that. Maybe we should split up too.
So you take the straitjacket off of him.
Yeah. Well, I take the ties off the back. I imagine he can do the rest.
Yeah.
And as soon as he's able to hold the door open on his own or whatever, I'm gonna make my way down the hallway.
All right.
I'm gonna head for the stairs and go. Is it up to Walter's room?
Yes.
I'm gonna go back up to Walter's. Morty, you should probably get out of here. You have the numbers.
Yeah. I'll try to get out of here best I can. And you see him run down the hallway,
Good luck.
and he goes into a stairwell.
I go to a different one if I can, or just the opposite
Okay.
way.
Yeah, you head the opposite way.
What the fuck did I just do? Did he take I guess he didn't take that key, right? Can I take that key?
You can take the key back, yeah.
Yoink. Fingerprints. I don't like that. And I wipe down the intercom button before I go to.
Good idea. All right. All right, so you have clean fingerprints off of everything at the scene there.
Although it's winter, I probably have my sweet driving gloves on, but just in case.
Just in case, yeah. Just clean it off anyhow. So, where do you go? You go back up to Walter's room?
Maybe I dip into a bathroom or something first. Mm-hmm. Splash some water on my face and take a moment.
Gotcha. Okay. Right after you guys have caught up and everything, I'm going to say for you guys it's about 9:30 now.
When I walk back to his room, if anyone sees me, I like tap my stomach and say, "Oh, those burritos." You know what I mean? Just,
Right?
Alibi.
Yeah, he was definitely shitting that whole time.
Go right through
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I was just shitting too.
Me too.
I shat my ear off.
Ooh, you shouldn't strain so much.
Don't worry, guys. It's not even wet or anything.
Yeah,
Right,
good.
so, oh, gross. So, Walter, Luke Thompson comes back into your room again.
Luke, you'll never believe who was just here.
Again? Who?
Listen, things are getting kind of dangerous. Those guys that are looking for Heather came here and they pressed me for information. I didn't know what else to say. I kind of steered them towards the church looking for Ginger and Heather, but they seem kind of dangerous.
Yeah, apparently that whole church thing is pretty friggin' dangerous too. Like,
That's kind of why I sent them there.
top priority dangerous according to Mortimer Fisk.
Kind of stops in his tracks. He's like, worse than the Ophidians?
He didn't seem to know that they were here. He says things change when he goes back. And apparently he replaces his old self.
He kind of gestures to his ear, by the way. He's like, look at this. Look, what the fuck happened to me, man? It was here last night. How bad is it?
It's not wet. Well, it looks healed over, like it's been.
It looks scarred but healed over.
Yeah, I say it. Honestly, it looks like it's been that way for a while. There's no wound. It's really weird.
I'm not crazy. Like when you were here earlier, it was there, right? I felt this pain, and then I just reached out and nothing.
Apparently, he had an ear on him. One of your future selves, I guess. I'm not too sure.
What? Let me see the picture. Does it show my left ear in the picture?
That's what I was wondering the whole time.
It does. It does.
Oh, okay.
It does. It does. He told you, Luke, that he took it off of Walt's dead body.
It was removed from a different, the future. It was taken from Walter in the future after he was felled, after he died. I guess nobody says felled. It's a different game.
But if my ear is gone in the past, how would I have it in the future? He looks real confused.
Well, so if him going back changes things, and his actively trying to change the future, I would imagine this future has already changed now. I mean, just from him coming back. But apparently you have to survive because everything is hindering on you, Walter. I guess you just keep getting
Tilts his head like a dog does, like, huh?
getting into trouble going forward, digging into the beyond, I suppose. But it makes sense. You're no pleb anymore.
He chuckles a little bit, but you see there's a great deal of uncertainty in his eyes.
You're gonna have to do it without an ear. Can you still hear?
Yeah, he can still hear just fine.
He kind of sticks his pinky in the little ear hole a little bit, you know, it's kind of like
Ooh,
wiggles
is it
it. Ugh.
Wet.
He licks his finger first, crying out loud.
I'm sorry, Walter. That's really shitty, especially after, I kind of motioned to your bandages and your chest and all. Especially after your recent injury. Now, surprise, there's another one.
If I hadn't been laid up for so long, I'd say I need a vacation, but I suppose there's no time for that anyway. But the other thing, I didn't want to get the police involved, so I didn't tell the hospital that those guys were here. But
Who? Oh, right.
I don't know if I should stay here now.
I mean,
They
did
kind of
threaten
threatened
you?
me in the sense that if Heather's not at the church, it doesn't sound good for me or Heather, really.
What can they? What could they do to you in a hospital?
Well, I mean, I could have attempted to shoot him, but that doesn't seem like it would make things much better.
No, it's that last resort. I mean, if they try to kill you, sure. You know, but
Maybe you
Actually,
could.
with that in mind,
well-
he takes the gun out of his jacket pocket that's kind of like hanging on the bedpost or nearby.
Okay.
Keeps that on his person.
Still packing. All right, so
I mean, maybe I could go over there and see what happens, or I could stay with you for some time. And,
I would say the church is probably priority. I mean, if for some reason Heather happens to be there, that would be terrible. But if
Heather
not,
happens.
I mean, who knows what other things could happen? I mean, if nothing else, maybe this is a chance to, fix, he says with quotation marks in the air, that part of the equation.
I suppose. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know these guys. They don't know me. I could watch, see what happens, maybe take advantage of the situation, but I'm not really sure what I could do without drawing too much attention.
Well, with any luck, I mean, if they kind of barge their way into the church like Heather and I did, they'll probably find themselves in trouble pretty quickly. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
they'll-
There's just a lot of stuff there that's kind of up in the air. But
If these guys disappear, like let's say for example, the director takes him over or has him killed or whatever, I think it would only be worse for you and Heather. Depending on the
yeah.
resources that this organization has.
shit.
If two of their goons go missing, I don't think they're going to send two more goons to do the same thing. It'll be a lot more. I don't know. They'll dump a little more money into it at least. I don't know
Right.
if we get out all right, they'll probably just take her as soon as they find her, which is probably what they're here for.
That's what it sounded like.
I
but
mean,
wait, where is Heather? They said they broke into my house.
I don't know.
let's see what Heather's up to.
I don't know.
Segue.
I go over some of the notes and stuff that from the ramblings that Morty had, said, just to kind of fill him in on what I had learned.
I got you.
But I don't say anything about him getting out or the doctor.
Okay.
I think Walter's a little too distracted to even think, honestly. The whole ear thing and all the
goo.
business with Heather.
So much stuff going on.
So much.
A lot to process and unpack
So
there.
much. Walter's Donnie Darko.
Oh man.
They're gonna make a movie about you in like 15 to 20 years.
Yo, how
It's going to
cool,
suck, but everyone's going to love it.
Oh my
how
god.
cool would like an animated series of this entire podcast be?
One day, maybe.
It would be really
Probably
neat.
not though.
That'd be so fun.
It would be insane.
Heather?
Nobody do that.
doing?
Definitely anybody that listens, don't make really funny, cute cartoons of us. That would stink. Don't do it.
That implies fan fiction, I think.
Oh, no.
That's dangerous because
why?
everyone starts banging everybody, or everyone's related, or it gets weird.
Yeah.
Who knew Walter was a furry the entire time?
I did.
He wasn't.
I did.
He wasn't until he
I feel
lost
like I
his-
did.
all his fur. He had it burned off.
Yeah, after I lost the ear, that was the thing. I just, I had to cover it up with something.
Bunny ears.
His office at the bookshop is just like in behind all the books.
It's a front.
It's like a bunch of costumes,
I like
A lot
it.
of mascot costumes.
like nipple clamps.
oh.
Nippy clippy.
No. So, Heather, what are you doing?
Well, I just lit myself
You have
on
any idea?
fire.
Yeah.
So, what's his face Mike Earl just went to go to the church.
Yes. A lot of people going
Oh,
there.
gee, what are you guys doing here?
Whoopsie poopsie. I was just gonna go to the hospital, be like, tell Walter, like, hey, I think I'm getting the spell down, but
Did they leave any burn cream in your room because
Yeah.
of your burn?
Did they leave any skin laying around?
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm gonna go there and steal some morphine and see what kind of salves are lying around.
All right. So you're gonna head to the hopsicle. After you have tried doing that spell, and I'm gonna say you tried it a couple times but had no success in it. You can get there to the hospital around 10.
Okay.
This is right around when they're both in the room talking to each other.
Is this AM or PM?
AM.
It is so early.
Still real early.
Yeah.
Gee. Was I that hurt? I only have 6 hit points. I don't know if I took one back. I probably didn't even sleep. Slept
You
in the
didn't
van.
sleep very well,
Yeah.
but I would still give you a hit point back. I think you took one back.
I probably did. I was pretty fucked up. I know I was down to 3 when
Yeah.
I fought that guy, and I might have got hit after that for like a point or something.
So, Heather, you get to the room and you see Walter and Luke are in there. And I guess you guys just kind of fill each other in on everything, or?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Heather, you just missed them. They were just here. The guys are looking for you.
Oh yeah, did she show up like right then? Because
Yeah.
all right, then that's good.
Yeah.
Because if we do go at least to watch and maybe try to take advantage of the situation, I feel like the sooner the better.
Mm-hmm.
Did you tell them exactly where it was?
Yeah.
How long ago were they here, Walter?
It was about an hour ago.
Like right after Thompson left in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Did you fill us in, Heather, on Mike Earl?
Yeah, I'll just fill you guys in on Mike Earl, the spell, the fact that Mike Earl is now on his way to the church.
Does Mike know what those guys look like?
Did they go to his?
They went to his
Yeah.
agency first, which is where they found out all the information about Heather.
Yeah.
Don't let us see you ever again, right?
So they
Hey guys. Well, damn. How long ago? I guess it was right before you came here. I kind of look over at Walter. I'm sure there's a lot we could still be discussing, but we might have to get over there.
Gosh, I guess if nothing else to maybe warn Mike, but he kind of backtracks a sec. He's like, but what about this guy? I mean, did he seem like he had any knowledge that would help us in all this with the play? I mean, you said the play was super important, like more than the Ophidians?
It seems like he didn't really have much else. Then he said that the Ophidians weren't. That's a new thing. That was one of the things that were different. So I guess he never had to deal with them before. But he seemed to. I think the play's the reason he came back.
Where's he going?
They're going to ship him off to Byberry, from what they said.
He assured me that he would call me later, or page me, and that he wouldn't be, in fact, going to the hospital. I don't know why, but I believe him, yo. Yeah, he seems somewhat capable, albeit a bit insane.
Fuck. I should have made Thompson do a sanity roll, but I didn't.
Oh,
What for seeing the black?
For the black, yeah.
Well, maybe I'll pass. With a 28, that will pass. So
All
it's
right.
fine.
It was meant to be. All right. It was meant to be.
I thought you were gonna say, "Fuck, we're not recording."
No.
No.
We are. This time.
So he assured me he would be, escaping, and I managed to slide him a key to handcuffs as well. So I think it'd be all right. I fibbed a little bit to them.
Yeah, you did.
You guys don't know. You have to know about a dead body.
Not ready for it anyway. I'm not ready for the goo.
What did he say about the picture?
He said.
I mean, did he confirm it is real?
He said he really wanted an autograph, and he came all the way here from the future, from 1986. No, he said that the timeline will be different, but something went wrong then, and he needs to keep you around for whatever reason. I mean, there were a lot of insane ramblings about beings from beyond stars and more coming, and I can only imagine, after what we're dealing with now, He said the play was going to summon, rifle through my notes, the Avatar of Aster. Was that what it is?
Yep.
I didn't actually write it down like a dummy. I just pretended to write it. Apparently this play is summoning a deity in itself, some kind of powerful creature, probably like a yellow.
Yeah.
That's not a snake. This has nothing to do with
This
the
is-
snakes.
The yellow sign is.
Oh Jesus! This is another one.
It always has been.
Yeah, I mean, I figured. It's too convenient. But apparently all this stuff seems to surround Walter, whether or not he looks for it actively. You are the key, he said. So,
He looks puzzled.
I don't know. Maybe
I'm-
you'll get to go hang out with Sigourney Weaver, the gatekeeper. Right? Ghostbusters was out yet, right?
I mean, is Walter safe here then? If everybody's looking for him?
Well, if
I don't think anybody's safe here now.
if a couple of goons came in here and threatened him, I don't think
Yeah.
so.
So we got to get him out of here too.
I'm not sure it's best to leave just yet. Maybe depending on what happens at the church. He kind of looks skeptical.
I think maybe leaving him here to keep an eye on the guys that threatened him might not be a bad call. At least we'll know where they're at, and then they're not killing him. He is armed, so if the need be, he can defend himself. But we'll be back, especially if anything happens or if we lose them or something. Then I'll make sure to come back and keep an eye on you until we figure something else out, I suppose.
Thank you. That is a bit reassuring.
Can I use your car, dude?
Sure, just don't get any tickets.
Little does he know. There's a pile of them in the back seat.
What do you guys do now? You leave the hospital or?
Yeah, we should go to the church, right?
Yeah, we should probably get out of here.
Walter's sweating bullets at this point. Probably looking at his scarred over ear remains. Touching him.
Yeah, Morty had an ear. It's crazy.
Did you tell him about the ear?
Yeah, I mentioned that
Okay.
he had an ear from the future, and then I don't know, whatever the fuck.
Right. So, where do you guys go from here? You said you wanted to leave the hospital, including Walter.
From ear,
From
we're gonna
ear.
go to from ear. We head to the church, right?
Yeah.
Walter's hanging back at the hospital, though he does want to. He does
Okay.
not think it's a good idea to leave 3 days early.
No, I mean maybe a day or two, but I feel like immediately, if we know where they're at, you might be all right. I'll help you out.
I'm hoping, the church thing will buy me some time at the very least, but
Time is not on our side.
it doesn't seem like it.
Not.
All right. So you guys go to the church. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It had been some time since I made confession. But I confess that somebody's going down. I take out my gun, I spin the cylinder. I wanted to do that.
Also, I was mean to my sister. While you're in there, you just say the regular stuff.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to hell. Just like, I lied.
I gave up on my New Year's resolution.
I don't know if that's confession worthy.
My New Year's resolution this year was to be one of those girls that always smells really nice. Not that I stink. I don't smell like. I just don't smell like anything. I mean,
Oh.
Nose blind.
I want to be one of those girls that when you hug them. Oh, do I smell like hot dogs or something? That wouldn't be too bad.
Ooh.
I'm not eating that.
I like to put a little spicy mustard on my neck.
All right. So you guys travel over to Kensington to the church there, where the play is being practiced. When you pull up,
Before we pull up to the front, let's kind of stop and slow down at the end of the block and look down the street, kind of scan, see if we notice anything before we just drive straight up to it.
okay.
I'm gonna adjust my mace is in my pocket. None of this digging through my purse every single time. I'm
Gear
gonna
up,
be
Martage.
ready this time. Don't I still have that gun?
I believe you do.
I think I do. So I'm gonna put that gun in the pocket
Laces the boots.
of the hand that I have the fingers on that isn't burnt.
Your left hand?
Would I be better off?
Sometimes people can be ambidextrous, it's just
I
practice.
Hold on, let me try something with my hand right now in real life.
I could do. You're muted, Chad. I could do some things with my left hand decently.
I mean, I fire a gun with my right, but I hold a bow with my left. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna do lefty. I just try to do it without a finger, and then just with my other hand, and I feel like it's easier.
Okay.
Not that I'm Heather. We are not the same. No.
You have all your fingers.
Yeah, but I pretended like I didn't know this one.
She's only missing 3 toes.
Ew, me or Heather?
You.
Not me.
Not true. I'm kidding, class.
I mean,
Class.
toes are gross, but...
This isn't a class. Podcast.
Joking, class.
People, listeners.
You guys are parked up down the street from the church.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of keeping an eye on it. You see a dark blue van pull up in front of it and park. Out of the side of the van, you see 5 guys all dressed in black come out of it.
Okay.
Do I recognize them as the cast? Or anybody I knew from the play?
You do not.
Oh, they're not stagehands or anything? Do I recognize the van as anything that I might have known to be to belong to the director?
Nope.
Or the church? No.
Nope.
Okay.
Do they look like evil?
Yeah, they look like henchmen.
Look like evil? Maybe they're from Alaska? Anything like that?
They look pretty suspicious.
Like winter hats and turtleneck sweaters.
Yeah, exactly.
The classic.
Yeah.
Classic
thug
sneakiness.
look.
All right, so you see them walk up to the door of the church. They open it and they enter, and we're going to end the episode there.
What's gonna happen in that church? It's good. Yo, it's a good thing they have backup.
Oh
But
my god. I went Kill Bill right away, like when they go in the church and just open fire. So they
it's a pretty big cast, right?
You got that sound effect,
Yeah.
right, George?
Bang, bang, bang.
So many innocents are not gonna be able to perform in the future. It's gonna lose their lives. Well, yeah. Well, thanks everybody. Hey, it's been months.
Thanks for listening.
So nice to be back.
Thanks for waiting.
Please come back to us.
I feel like this was a good
Comeback
comeback
us.
episode after such a long break.
Yeah, it was a good comeback. Little shaking the dust off, you know.
If you're listening to this, get ready. Shit's about to get intense.
And with that, I'm going to remind everyone that sanity is overrated.
This is another medical thing, real quick. It's dumb, but I just heard this. So if you kiss a canary, you can catch chirpies, but it's okay because it's highly tweetable.
Stupid idiot.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. You're going to hell for that one.
That's so good, right? I heard that. I got it from a guy in Kensington in 1982 because I've been watching Throwback Philadelphia videos and first photos of prehistory as far as I'm concerned. But
That sounded like a Norman the Floorman
that was
joke.
there was a video of people driving around through Kensington and hanging out with people. I saw a guy doing head spins under the L. That was really cool. All the
Nice.
girls had mullets. All the kids were smoking cigarettes. But
Like
yeah,
a
there's
12-year-old with a pack of Marlboros.
pretty
I
much.
thought you were telling a real fact, and I thought it was actually called chirpies.
You gotta approach it that way so people don't realize it's a joke at first.
Because the inside of your elbow was called your Krelbo, and I thought that was not real.
That can't be.
I
Is
think
it
it
really?
is.
I don't know.
So.
Krelbo?
I do
what-
believe everything everyone tells me ever, though.
Thanks for listening. If you're enjoying the show, remember to like, follow, and drop us a review. And if you're really enjoying what you're hearing and want to support us, head on over to our Patreon, where we have bonus exclusive content for subscribers. We're also on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at That Cthulhu John. And you can always send us any questions and comments over to thatcthulhujohn@gmail.com.